In the pitch-black reaches of the Sculptor constellation, there exists an entity that defies every limit of human imagination. Do you dare to envision a planet where diamonds are not locked away in glass cases, but fall from the sky like cold, merciless rainstorms? JWST has just exposed a terrifying secret on PSR J2322-2650b, a monster planet writhing in the embrace of a neutron star's corpse. Today, we set out to unravel a paradox. Is this treasure real or merely a mathematical mirage? And why, when staring into the infrared spectral data, did some of the brightest minds at NASA blurt out, "What the hell is this?" The universe has always been a brutal game of cosmic hide-and-seek. For decades of silence, planets orbiting pulsars were nothing but infuriatingly elusive phantoms. They appeared once, then gone, dissolving into streams of gamma radiation like an ember in a roaring fire. But this time, JWST threaded the needle through blinding light. By analyzing redshift and anomalies in orbital eccentricity, we finally glimpsed the shape of a distorted lemon, a world far outside the habitable zone, yet carrying statistical significance far beyond any prior expectation. This is not merely a lifeless rock, it is a relic from cosmic dawn, opening unsettling speculation about possibility of life-bearing worlds entombed within shells of eternal gemstones. In the silence of the void, 2,000 light-years from us, exists an object that challenges every notion of balance. PSR J2322-2650b is a planet with a mass comparable to Jupiter, yet cursed with a profoundly tragic form. Under the brutal sculpting of tidal forces from its host pulsar, it is not spherical like Earth's gentle jewel. It is stretched, twisted, and deformed into a lemon-shaped body, as if being strangled in the fury of gravity itself. Look at the madness of the numbers. This planet orbits just 1 million miles from its star, a suffocatingly close distance. While Earth takes 365 days to complete an orbit, a year here lasts only 7.8 hours. Time races by in an endless loop of destruction. In late 2025, JWST once again threaded the needle through blinding light using NIRSpec, unveiling an atmosphere so bizarre it borders on the absurd. No oxygen, no nitrogen. Only an ocean of helium and pure carbon, a composition never before observed, prompting scientist Peter Gao to describe it as an absolute surprise. This planet is nothing less than an ember in a roaring fire, a relic from cosmic dawn left behind after its pulsar host devoured its stellar companion. After decades of silence and fleeting appearances that seem to appear once, then gone, Webb's infrared data has finally delivered undeniable statistical significance. We are standing before a deranged world, where physics itself forges the unimaginable, reopening speculation about possibility of life-bearing worlds that may have been fossilized in the darkness of time. And now, hold your breath. We are moving into the very heart of darkness, where truth and illusion dissolve into one. When the golden mirror of JWST threaded the needle through blinding light from the pulsar, it returned infrared spectra so clean they were almost unsettling. What appeared on the control room screens was not the familiar chemistry of life. There was a terrifying silence where oxygen and nitrogen should have been. In their place rose pure carbon, free and dominant in the molecular forms of C2C, 2C2, and C3C, 3C3. That was the moment the hush shattered, when scientists could no longer restrain themselves and someone blurted out, "What the heck is this?" We are witnessing an atmospheric cocktail never before recorded in astronomical history. Why does carbon reign with such absolute authority? The answer lies in the planet's violent past. PSR J2322-2650b is a relic from cosmic dawn, the stripped, naked core of a stellar companion that was cannibalized by its pulsar. With no oxygen left to steal carbon into forming CO2, 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 carbon here is utterly free, drifting as pitch-black soot clouds, smothering light like a warm stone after sunset. But look deeper, beneath those choking black clouds. This is where the true drama of physics begins. As carbon particles fall into the planet's depths, they enter a hellscape of pressure. At millions of atmospheres, millions of times, Earth's surface pressure and temperatures pushing 2,200 degrees Celsius, carbon atoms have no choice left. They surrender. They are crushed, kneaded, and rearranged. This is no longer a hazy hypothesis. Real data from December 2025, published in the astrophysical journal Letters, confirmed the mechanism through redshift analysis and extreme density measurements. Laboratory experiments at SLAC and Helmholtz facilities independently demonstrated the same truth. Under such merciless conditions, carbon condenses, hardens, and transforms into diamond inside the atmosphere itself. Now imagine this. You are standing before an eternal storm. The rain is not water, but diamonds. Drops ranging from grains of sand to massive crystalline chunks tear through the darkness, plunging thousands of kilometers through electrically conductive layers, accumulating into a vast, liquid diamond ocean at the planet's core, radiant, immutable, eternal. After decades of silence and speculation about something infuriatingly elusive, JWST delivered statistical significance that cannot be denied. The most expensive treasure in the universe is real. And yet, its brilliance carries a cruel irony. This is a world of immense wealth and absolute extinction. You can see that diamond ocean, but you will never touch it. The host Pulsar, the celestial cannibal, continuously unleashes lethal gamma rays and X-rays, ready to incinerate any biological structure foolish enough to approach. It is an ember in a roaring fire, magnificent, lethal, untouchable. In this cosmic hide-and-seek, we have found the gold, and paid for it with the silence of death. Diamond Rain on PSR J2322-2650b is no longer an illusion. It is a hymn to the destructive power of creation itself, where matter is driven to its limits to become the purest form of light. A planet that once carried the possibility of life-bearing worlds now drifts as a warped gemstone ghost appeared once, then gone within the endless current of time. After passing through this inferno of pressure and heat, let your mind rest for a moment before confronting a number capable of paralyzing every banking system on Earth. We are now speaking of a treasure whose value lies completely beyond the reach of conventional economics. According to JWST-based models, if the diamond layer of PSR J2322-2650b is roughly 1,000 kilometers thick, its reserves would total an estimated 1030 carats. Du 30 text carats. 1030 carats. For comparison, Earth's entire natural diamond supply is a pitiful 2.5 billion carats, a grain of sand in a cosmic desert. At an average price of $1,000 per carat, this planet's value reaches quadrillions of dollars. This is not wealth. It is a quantity capable of collapsing the very concept of money. Let's indulge in one playful calculation. Assume diamond rain falls at a gentle rate just 1 centimeter per day, like a soft drizzle after dusk, a warm stone after sunset. In a single day, the planet would receive roughly 1022 carats. 1022 text carats. That is enough to forge 1000 shi, ling ling ling, ling ling ling, ling ling ling, ling ling ling, ling ling tenjing engagement rings. Yes, enough for every human on Earth to own billions of rings and still have plenty left to propose to the entire Milky Way. And this is where reality delivers its brutal slap. In this cosmic hide-and-seek, nature has locked its greatest treasure behind a death door. 2,000 light-years is an insurmountable gulf, an eternal decades of silence for interstellar travel. And even if you could thread the needle through blinding light to reach it, the pulsar's gamma radiation would reduce you to ash before you could touch a single glittering drop. It is an ember in a roaring fire, a relic from cosmic dawn, reminding us of a bitter truth. Some of the most beautiful things exist only to be seen from afar. This planet appeared once, then gone into the annals of science as the ultimate example of being rich but dead, a world of overwhelming statistical significance for physics and of absolute zero value for human survival. Beyond the staggering numbers of its unimaginable diamond reserves, PSR J2322-2650b carries within it a riddle that challenges every planetary formation model humanity has ever built. After decades of silence, the old theories fall quiet as this entity emerges as a proud anomaly. Scientists at NASA and Stanford have discovered that its atmosphere does not behave according to conventional rules. It rotates in the opposite direction of the planet's own spin, with winds howling at hundreds of kilometers per hour, dragging shimmering carbon dust like an ember in a roaring fire. How can a planet orbiting a pulsar retain such a rich material envelope without being torn apart by radiation? This question has transformed PSR J2322-2650b from something infuriatingly elusive into a relic from cosmic dawn of extraordinary value. JWST, threading the needle through blinding light from the pulsar to analyze redshift and orbital eccentricity, was not merely a technical triumph. It opened a new window of the mind, allowing us to peer into the past of dead star systems, places where life may have appeared once, then gone. The reaction of the global scientific community on X and Facebook, with tens of thousands of interactions, reveals a deep hunger for knowledge. As we pin down the statistical significance of these diamond planets, we are forced to redefine the very idea of the habitable zone. Could it be that, deep within these hellish worlds, life might still flicker in a form we have never dared to imagine? JWST has shown that the universe is not merely a black, cold void like a warm stone after sunset. It is a vault of paradoxes, where the death of a star gives birth to the greatest treasure, and where the brutality of physics sculpts the most perfect beauty. This cosmic hide-and-seek is far from over. How many radiant treasures, how many possibilities of life-bearing worlds are still lurking in the infrared light, waiting for us to decode them? Together, we have traveled a long journey from faint infrared spectra to the very core of a world where wealth is defined by the crushing power of physics itself. Diamond rain is no longer a distant dream or a hypothesis trapped in yellowed papers. JWST has threaded the needle through blinding light to prove that PSR J2322-2650b is real, the most expensive treasure in the universe, and also the deadliest trap nature has ever set in this cosmic hide-and-seek. That warped, lemon-shaped planet, a relic from cosmic dawn, stands as a proud reminder of human limits. After decades of silence, when the final secrets are laid bare under the light of knowledge, we realize how fragile all value truly is. All the diamonds enough to propose to an entire galaxy ultimately amount to nothing more than an ember in a roaring fire, brilliant in annihilation, radiant yet forever untouchable. Its existence holds immense statistical significance for understanding how life-bearing worlds may have formed, appeared once, then gone. In the end, the story of PSR J2322-2650b leaves us with a bitterly ironic truth. Rich but dead, as if the universe itself were smirking and saying, "Hold my gamma rays. We may never extract a single carat from that planet, but knowing of its existence is a wealth of the soul. It is like finding a warm stone after sunset in a frozen wasteland. It does not light the whole path, but it is enough to warm our belief that we are not alone in this quest to decode the impossible. The future of cosmic science holds even greater surprises, and the greatest secrets still hide somewhere within the redshift of distant galaxies. Do not let this passion fade. If you feel the same shiver of awe before the grandeur of creation, Like, share this journey, and subscribe so we can continue threading needles through the blinding light of knowledge together. The universe is still waiting, and we have only just begun. Thank you for traveling with us, and see you again among the stars.